Hi, this is Paul Anderstout, and today we'll be showing you a short video on a piece that we made for the American Scientific Glassblowers Society annual art auction benefiting the Sonoran Glass School. The first step of the process is getting the color on the blowpipe. So a piece of amethyst in this case was overlaid a small bubble to get the core color. Then a couple of gathers of molten glass cover the color, and you can see the color on the inside of the piece. There's the dark area of the bubble. Once the gathers have been put over the color, the piece is blown out a little bit and a neckline is created off of the blowpipe, and this is where the piece will end up breaking off of the pipe when we're ready for it to. We blow the bubble out a little more, and we use folded newspaper soaked in water to shape the glass, and we use another furnace to reheat the glass once it cools off. Gravity is one of the most important shaping elements that we use, and we can hang and swing the piece, and while it's hot it will elongate and stretch. Again, paper soaked in water is used to shape, and while an assistant, in this case Jason Marstall, blows into the piece. So I am shaping the piece from the outside, and the pressure from blowing is shaping the piece from the inside. In this shot here, you can see that it's hotter in some areas than others. The piece, in order to get a crackled pattern on the outside of the piece, while it's hot, it's dunked in water. And this shock creates a series of surface cracks, which give the crackled pattern to the aesthetic to the surface. It crackles the surface aesthetic. A final shape is made with the marver and the paper, and then a bottom is added to the piece with a paddle, a wooden paddle and then a metal paddle. And this is where the piece will sit on the table. The next step is to transfer the piece from a blowpipe to a punty, which Jason is shaping up here. We will use that punty to stick to the bottom of the piece, more or less in the center is the goal. And then we chill the neck right where we want it to break off the blowpipe. If glass cools too quickly, it breaks. So we use that principle by adding a little bit of water and a sharp tap, and the glass breaks off of the blowpipe and sticks to the warm punty. Our photographer was distracted and missed a crucial part of the process of opening up the piece. But once the piece is on the punty, we can heat up that small opening and use a tool called jacks to open the piece up to its final shape. In this case, we were going for a nice, clean, straight-sided vase with a purple amethyst fade. You can see that the color is darker up near the lip, up near the neck, and fades as it goes towards the bottom of the piece. The color still looks a bit dark as the piece is hot, but hopefully once it comes out, when it's cool, it should be a nice jewel tone amethyst. And you can see the patterning there, the crackled glass. We've chilled the punty, and then we break the punty off the bottom. Jason will torch the bottom to get rid of any sharp edges, just kind of clean up that where that connection was. And then we put the piece into an annealer so that the piece can cool down slowly over time. If glass cools too quickly, it breaks. It has to be annealed. So that's what it's going to be doing in that kiln. Please see this piece and other donated pieces down at the art auction benefiting the Sonoran Glass School, hosted by the American Scientific Glassblowers Society, Thursday, May 19th from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at Westward Look Resort and Spa, 245 East Ina Road. More information can be found at sonoranglass.org.